students. Let us see. Once again, let us see. We have to discuss about the control and coordination. Students, in class 10th, in first chapter, we have discussed about the life process in which we have discussed that how the different systems are performed by our body, due to which we can say that the things are living, in which we have discussed about the locomotion, about the movement of organisms. We have discussed that movement is the process of changing of position from one place to another place. We have also discussed that this movement is the important characteristics of living beings. Actually, if we discuss about the movement, then it is of two types. Movement is of two types. One is the growth movement and the other is non-growth movement. If we will discuss about the movement, then it is of two types. Are you able to see? Yes, it is of two types. One is growth movement and other is non-growth movement. How can we differentiate between growth movement and non-growth movement? Yes, students, we can say that animals mostly show the non-growth movement, but in case of plants, there is the growth movement. We will discuss about it when we will start the start the study about the control and coordination in plants. Then at that time we will discuss about the growth and non-growth movement. But we should know that in case of plants the growth movements is occur, but in case of animals there is the non-growth movement, and we can say that animals mostly show the non-growth movement while the plants exhibit both the growth and non-growth movement. How can we are able to see about the growth movement in case of plants? Yes, yes, we can see very easily. When we show any seeds into the soil, after getting the proper condition, that is air, moisture and water, the seed germinates into seedling. There is the growth of seedlings from the seed. At that time, we can see that one part of that seedling is going into the ground, that is the root part, and other part start to move upward towards the light. This is the growth movement of plants in which the root is going into the soil and the stem is moving towards the light. This is the movement of plants and this is the growth movement of plants. But in some condition, in case of animals, non-growth movement can also be seen in running of cat, playing of children, or many things by which we can say that the non-growth movement is shown in case of animals. Students, now we come to the topic, that is the control and coordination. Once again, I am revising that what is the control and coordination process in our body, because at that time I was not starting the recording. Control and coordination. Students, we can say that control is the power of restraint and regulation of by which anyone can start it, slow down or stop any function. How it happens? It happens because in our body there are the different systems, there are the neural system which help to perform the different function and control our activities. The coordination means coordination is the process of by which we are able to do any works by working of different parts of our body, different parts of our organs, different parts of our body system to perform any activity. That is the coordination. That is the coordination. How can we say this? That the coordination is helpful to perform any activity or many activity altogether. As we have studied, as I have told you, that if we are eating the food, in this situation, many functions are performed by different parts of our body at the same time. This is the coordination. If we will see about the another option of the coordination, suppose that if anyone athlete is running, यदि कोई धावक दौड़ रहा है, तो many parts of the body are working together. How they are working? Their muscles of limbs are working. There is the flow of blood rapidly by the circulation system. There is the supply of oxygen in abundance, due to which they can get the more amount of energy. Their lungs are also working to provide them abundant quantity of oxygen, due to which they can obtain the proper amount of energy. The blood is transporting in a quick manner, due to which there is the breakdown of particles, due to which the energy can be produced. Means many functions are performed together at one time. This is the coordination. This is the coordination. As we have discussed that during eating, many parts of our body are working together, like our hands are working in breaking and picking the food material and transfer it into our mouth. The teeth are working in mastication of the food material. Tongue is helpful, or different region, different parts of the tongue are helpful to detect the taste of food material. Saliva is get mixing by secreting from the salivary gland, and it also helpful in the digestion of food material. Then the food particles are changed into form of ball, into the form of a small ball-like structure, that is called as bolus. And that bolus is swallowed very easily through the esophagus. And when it transferred into the stomach, at that place there is the secretion of different type of digestive juices, bile juices, which are helpful to change the complex food material into the simpler one. Means we can say that many functions are performed in a proper way, and unknowingly all the functions are happened. This is the coordination. This is the coordination. Now students, we can say that in case of unicellular or multicellular organisms, mostly if we'll say about the multicellular organisms, then we can say that multicellular organisms have a specialized system of tissue and organs which provide the control and coordination of the function, which control and coordination of the function in a proper way. If we will discuss about the coordination in animals, then we can say that the coordination in animals are of two types. One is the nervous control or nervous system, and the other is chemical coordination system. We can say that there are two modes of control and coordination. One is the chemical and other is neural. The first one is chemical, and the second one is neural. First of all, we have to discuss about the neural coordination. 10 minutes remain, students. First of all, we have to discuss about the neural system, that is the nervous system of our body. Both together are called as neuroendocrine system. Both chemical and neural coordination is called as neuroendocrine system. It is not given in your book, but if it is asking in exam that what is neuroendocrine system, then you can write easily that the neural coordination and chemical coordination is called as neuroendocrine system. How it happens, students? We know about the nervous system of our body, which is helpful to perform the different function by the taking of action on the basis of stimulus, on the basis of stimuli. But chemical coordination, as we have studied in class 8, that in our body, there are the endocrine glands. You have studied about the glands. And that endocrine glands are helpful to synthesis of different types of hormones, and that hormones are very essential in growth and development of the human body. This is the reason that the neural coordination along with the chemical coordination is commonly called as the neuroendocrine system. Neuroendocrine system. Now we have to discuss about the nervous system in animals. We have to discuss about the nervous system in case of animals. We have to discuss about the nervous system in animals. Let us see, students. First of all, we have to know that what is nervous system. If we will see about the nervous system, then we can say that nervous system is the network of nervous organs, nerves, neurons, which control and coordinate the different activities of our body. What we can say? We can say that nervous system is the, right, you can write it that it is the network of neurons, nerve cells, and nervous organs to control and coordinate the different function. Different functions in response to external and internal stimuli. External and internal stimuli. We have to know about the word stimuli or stimulus. Let us see. What is the nervous system? Students, we can say that the nervous system is network of neurons, nerve cells, or nervous organ to control and coordinate the different function in response to external and internal stimuli. Then we have to know that what is the stimuli. संवेदना क्या होती है, स्टिमुलस क्या होते हैं. Suppose that students, you are at your houses and you have to go to school or to market to buy anything, and suddenly when you are going out, it started rain. In this situation, a message will create in our body that it is raining and we should not go out. If I will go out, then I will completely wait. After then, maybe ki I will fall ill. So this message is creating simultaneously in our body, by which we can say that it is the system of our nervous system which are giving us message that we should do the things, or we are not able to do this thing at right time. Suppose that you are sitting and suddenly an ant bite you. Immediate you are able to know that anything has bitten you. Suppose that you are sleeping, आप बड़े आराम से सो रहे हो और आपको किसी ने चिकोटी काट लिया या आपको किसी ने पिन चुबो दिया. At that time, immediate without asking to anybody, you will able to know that what is going on. This happens due to the nervous system in our body, and that things by which you are in action, your body is in action, that is the stimuli. That stimuli may be external or internal. Then we have to know that what is the stimulation. If you have taken the pen and copy, then you can note down the things which I have mentioned here. Where is it is available, and without investing your extra time, you can prepare your notes in same way. So it is easy for you. Now we have to know that what is the stimuli. Stimuli क्या होता है, इसके बारे में हम जाने. We can say that stimuli is an agent, or the stimuli is a factor which is the external or environmental which bring us about the reaction in the organisms. I can write here the stimuli. We should know the meaning of words which is given, because new topics will come. Stimuli. There are very less time. 1 minute time is less. So we will study about this topic next day, students. Stimuli. What is stimuli? First of all, we should know about the stimuli, that what is stimuli. Students, we can say that stimuli is an agent or factor by which we are able to know about the internal or external environment in the surrounding where we are living, or what are the things which is going on in our body, and on the basis of that things we are able to perform the various function. This is the stimuli, or we can say that it is the agent or factor which changes in the internal and external environment which bring about the reaction.